Guys, in this video we have got the brand new Maxx Slash from Traxxas. And if you follow the channel, you'll know I'm a bit of a Traxxas fanboy. So this is a new large scale short course truck. It boasts a speed of 70 plus miles an hour. It's got belted tyres on it. It will run 6S, 22.2 volts, and it's very expensive. Obviously wants a cuddle because it knows that I'm gonna love it and I'm gonna care for it. Ah! Oh. Oh. She's a big old girl, just seems to sit really low on the front. The shocks are adjustable, so you should be able to raise it up a bit, but yeah, it's got a bit of a nose down stance. Anyway, in this video I want to see how easy it is to get to that claimed 70 plus mile an hour. It's plastered on the box, it's all over the website, it's a big selling point for this. And I mean, it's a big selling point for most manufacturers. They'll throw a big speed claim on the front of the box to sell it to you. Then when you get it, the reality kicks in and it's not, that's really annoying. And in reality, most of the time, they don't do that speed. Now, the only company, in my experience, that generally gets the box speed is Armour. And the last time I've done a video like this was with the VXL Bandit. Oh my God, that's really annoying. Stop touching it. It was with the VXL Bandit and it took ages. I did get 70 out of it in the end, but it was a right struggle. And I'm hoping that this won't be as difficult. Nope. Oh, crash, crash, crash. Bent a bloody shock shaft again. Raised the back up a little bit, straightened the shock shaft. Taken the wing off. That's full throttle, yes. Full throttle, tyres ballooning like crazy. Wow, on the roof. Blown a tyre. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. It's got quite a nice look about it. I love the colour of this. I've seen this colour more than any of the others. It must be one of the most popular. But for me, with that grey, green and that black or that dark metallic grey, that's my colours. So yeah, that's why I chose this one. Big old wheelie bar on the back and a cage being a short course truck. And like I mentioned, these are expensive. So this, in the UK, this will cost you £759. I put on the screen what that is in dollars. Obviously, you get it cheaper in America, but if you came to the UK and brought dollars with you, that's how many you'd need to get this. That is with tax included. Still using the old TQI transmitter. You got a big motor up there. Most motors have the specs put on them, but this one hasn't. So a big 6S capable motor, the VXL 6S ESC, your receiver being there. You got a big servo there. I think it's got plastic gears in it. They've got this big 6S rig. They put a servo with plastic gears in it. For the amount of money you pay for something like this, I'm not sure that's a good choice. Diffs feel nice. It's got a centre diff as well, which is nice to see. Rear diff feels good. Apart from that annoying suspension noise where the spring's catching the thread, suspension does feel good, although it does sit, like I said, it does sit low at the front. Adjustable collars on there so you can raise it up a little bit. Double wishbone suspension up front, plastic drive shafts, big 6S rig with plastic drive shafts. You got some adjustment there on your shocks as well. Got that big wheelie bar, and then you got this big battery tray. I'm hoping, I don't use Traxxas batteries, I'm hoping I can fit a couple of 3S next to each other in there to run it 6. I'm going to run it 4S, I'm going to run it 6S, and we're going to use the chart off of the Traxxas website that tells you what voltage and what gear in and what speed you're going to achieve. Right, 4S. This is the fun zone. So, fun zone. 40 mile an hour apparently. It's got some pep. Trim's a bit off. There we go. Belted tyres seem to hook up pretty well. Goes, yeah, it's nice and solid on 4. Ah! Oh, I broke it straight away. No way. What have I broke? No way. Smashed the curb. What? Well, I'll stop this video. That was 68 kilometers an hour. Did we get in the fun zone? 42, we did. 40 mile an hour plus, right in that fun zone. We may be all right. I think it's just pulled. You can just see, just in there, the pin sticking up. I think it's just pulled the hub out. I might be able to fix it. Panic over. Fixed it. Right, 6S. We're in the top speed zone now. Let's make sure it goes dead straight. Oh, it's got some power now. So far, we're doing all right. 42 is good. That is full throttle. Oh, it's come off again. It's got holes in it to let the air out, and it's got a big hole at the back. But it's still parachuted. Is that the same side? That's a different side that's come out. That's the other side. I think that was a different side that came out. I have to check the video back. If that is, then it could be a weak point anyway. Oh, 57. Let's try again. Gonna go in the other direction because of the wind, see if it stops it parachuting. So wind behind it now. That's better. It's pretty stable. Oh. Pretty stable. As soon as it gets wind under it, it's gone. Did we hit the magic 60? Oh, nearly 59. The batteries in this are over what Traxxas recommend. It's only a mile an hour, but let's give it another go. Loads of power. What a beast. Right, did we? Yeah, there you go, 60 mile an hour. So we got in the fun zone and we got in top speed zone. Now we need to swap the gear in and see if we can hit that magic 70 mile an hour. So there we go, 2 speeds ticked off. 4S stock, 6S stock. Now there's 2 things that concern me when we change the gear in and go and do the speed runs again. The first is the parachuting. If we're doing another 10 mile an hour, the smallest amount of bump or anything that gets the air under it, it's just going up. So if we're increasing the speed by 10 mile an hour, I got a feeling we're gonna struggle to keep it on the ground. And the more concerning thing, after that run, now bearing in mind we've got stock gear in, 6S on a road, the least amount of strain you could put through it, that motor, I mean, it's still hot now. That's as long as I can keep my hands on that motor. That motor is still red hot from that run. I've not really watched any other videos of this, so I don't know if that's a problem other people have picked up. But if you're running this thing off-road on that stock gear in 6S, it's going to put more strain through it. So it's weird how hot that's getting. Traxxas do not make their battery trays very accommodating for anything other than their own batteries. These are the ones I was using, these Gens Ace bashing ones, 6,500 milliamp hour 60C. So definitely up to the job, and we did get it to 60 mile an hour. It's just really tight getting them in that tray. And the 4S I was running was a 5,600 milliamp hour CNHL, and as we saw, well, 42 mile an hour. Easy tick. So now what we need to do is gear it up as per the Traxxas diagram to 50 plus on 4S in the fun zone, and then speed zone 70 mile an hour plus. I'm not sure we're going to manage that, but we're going to try. So I had a look at the online manual. That's the part number for the spur. That's a 44 tooth spur, and that is a mod 1. And you need a 27 tooth pinion. And I'm sure some of you know exactly what I'm going to say next. I need to get on my perch for this one. Traxxas do not sell a 27 tooth pinion. That's right. They don't sell one. The Traxxas Maxx Slash 6S, 22 plus volts, 70 plus mile an hour, 70 plus mile an hour with two 3S lipos and optional gearing, sold separately. Now, I am picking on Traxxas, and they're not the only ones that tell you how fast stuff goes and it doesn't go that fast, or you need optional gearing. However, they do all they can to make their stuff different, so you can't use different stuff. They also kicked off last year and sent a load of letters out to companies that were using their name with upgraded parts and stuff. So that's my issue. They go out their way to make everything Traxxas, but they can't make this do 70 plus mile an hour without using an aftermarket part. And in this instance, it's Yeah Racing. A Mod 1 27 tooth pinion with a 5mm bore. And I'm probably boring you, so I'm gonna swap over to the high speed pinion, I'm gonna charge the batteries again, I'm gonna see if we can get the box speed. So it's got this little pin system for doing the gear mesh, so it tells you the stock one there and then refer to the manual. It was online, I couldn't find it in the actual manual, but it's pin B we need. So you put it in slot B, then that just goes into that hole there, and then that should be the perfect mesh. This mesh sounds awful. No, that ain't right. That does not sound right. I'm going to double check where I put that pin, but I think I might go one back. Right, I've put it on C. I mean, it sounds a bit loose now. Still doesn't sound ideal, but it's definitely, well, let's hope it's not too loose, because we'll be stripping some teeth. So at the time of recording this video, I've not actually driven this properly on a track for its intended use, so I'm not sure how good it's going to be. And I was considering putting one up for a prize competition, but I'd rather test it first before I start offering one to you, because it might be crap. But how would you like the chance to win a brand new Armour Centon 6S? Yes, the 6S. They discontinued this a few years back. They're quite hard to get hold of used. This is a brand new one. There's a link in the description with more information. But when I say brand new, I mean brand new, all sealed. Still got the clear film over it. Tactic radio in it. I really like these actually. These are one of my favourites. They're just like feel. They've got a nice ergonomic design. Look at them shiny tyres. BLX electronics, not the Spectrum stuff. Pretty sure as well, if we look at the box. Yes, look, designed by Armour Durango Limited, the UK. Armour is part of the Hobbyco group. This is a piece of Armour history right here. Right at the time where Traxxas were throwing their teddies out the cot, this thing was out. It's an absolute beast. I've done a recent video on one. It's by far my favourite short course truck, and it's actually one of my favourite RC cars ever, and it could be yours. There's a link in the description. Right, I've swapped ends of this road just so we got the wind behind us. Oh, that gearing does sound loose. Right, we're looking for fun zone 50 mile an hour. Wind's picked up a bit actually, that might help. Nice bit of speed. Run it one more time. Certainly looks fast. The van's back. We got the van back. Yeah. Well, a lot of you don't think it's a van, including my wife. It's a bit small, but it's called a van in the UK. Right, 50. Oh, 51, yes. So 4S speeds are good. We've got 40 plus and we've got 50 plus. Perfect. Well, I don't think we should call this the speed zone now on 6S. I think this is more the danger zone.
You screw up just this much, you'll be flying a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong. Yes, sir.
Right, 70 mile an hour. That's what we want. We need a bit of a run up. There's a bit of a bump just right up there, so I'm going to feed it in slowly to that, and I'm going to pin it. Decent range on this transmitter, so slowly feed it in. Right, that's full throttle. There you go, look. Told you. I knew that was going to happen. That's with the wind behind it as well. And how fast was that? 60, see? The same as what we were getting just a minute ago. Oh man. It's weird. How did we manage it earlier then? How did we manage 60 earlier without it lifting? We are definitely not getting 70 today. 100%. Wow. Not the body on anyway. Oh, there we go. We got it. That's going to be more than 60. 66, there we go. Just about got it then. Right, that was definitely full. That was full for quite a long time then. Long enough for that speedo to pick it up. Come on, what we got? Oh, 67, close. No cigar, I don't think we're gonna get 70. We ain't doing it the other way with the wind on us. Well, that was full throttle for a decent time again. 68 that time. I don't think we're going to push to 70. I just don't think it's going to do it. Right, I've taken a massive sail off of it now. Full throttle. Wow, that was wobbling then. Whew. 70 mile an hour, no body. There you go. So let's end this video on a positive. That wasn't as hard to hit that 70 mile an hour as the Bandit. Yes, I just had to take the body off, but if that's all that's stopping it from doing that speed, and the batteries had done multiple passes by that point anyway, so I'd say fresh batteries. You could probably do with stiffening that rear suspension up to stop it lifting as much at the front. On a decent day, it's gonna do 70. It's just not easy like most of the stuff is to hit that top speed. But overall so far, I kind of like how it drives. I like the boaty suspension, which is what you want a short course or like a stadium truck to be. It sort of wallows about. Be interesting to see how it is off-road, which is gonna be the next video. I'm gonna go back to stock gearing and I'm gonna run it 4 and 6S on like a dirt track and stuff because I wanna see how it does. Belted tyres can sometimes ruin that off-road performance because they're a bit harder, a bit stiffer and stuff, but be interesting to see. Anyway, overall, 4S speeds absolutely spot on, 40 plus and 50 plus. We did hit 60 on the stock gearing as well, like it says. Just a bit of a struggle to hit that 70. And obviously the gearing issue where Traxxas only give you 50% of the gearing that you need. You have to go elsewhere to find the other 50%. Anyway, cheers for watching. I'll see you next time.